great win for Appalachian State. Very disappointing loss for us. We're continuing to try to find our identity, and our identity so far has been we start slow, we dig ourselves in a huge hole, and we come back and fight. In the first 2 weeks, we made the plays to win at the end of the game, and last 2 weeks we have run out of time and didn't have a chance to do the things we need to do. So they're played hard tonight. They were passionate. Congratulations to Appalachian State. Like I said, they've got a good team. They've won a lot of games, but we had time opportunities to win the game, even after there were the turnovers that gave them short fields. In fact, one of them touched with 14 points off turnovers, and that's something that we hadn't been doing. So we're not stripping the ball. We're not getting enough turnovers, and obviously today we gave them too many. Questions?
Yeah, energy was the issue last week, and again, was it a similar problem with the slow start this week?
No, turnovers with a slow start today.
What does the team need to do differently to stop needing these fourth quarter comebacks to get a win?
We've got to start better. You know, and it sounds funny. We got a long kickoff return and a one-play touchdown. Sometimes that goes against you because you say, oh, this is going to be easy. And we call those imposters. And I worried about it when it happened because it was too easy. But then they came right back and got a field goal. And then we have the 2 turnovers that lead to 14 points and dig us in a deep hole. And, again, we worked our way out of it. But we got to play better in the first 3 quarters.
With Charlie, if you include today's game, I think it was 15 combined starts now with the guys that started the offensive line. How much was that part of a problem, especially generating a running game other than that one?
It's a problem, but it's an excuse. I mean, they're on scholarship. So, you know, we've got to play with what we've got, and we've got to coach what we got. And we've got to run the ball better. We tried it more today. We got some plays better that we're running, but when you run it better, your protection's better. And all those things let us get back in the ball game. But even then, right before the half, they take it down and score. Right after we gain momentum, right after the half, they take it down and score. Right when we go back out there, so they answered our touchdown plays, and we didn't always stop them.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit as far as digging yourselves in holes. And at halftime, what was the message where, again, you find yourself in a familiar spot?
Well, the message was we're trying to figure out who we are. And I said, you guys, it seems like when bad things happen, you do this. And you get down, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work in life. It doesn't work in football. It's something you can't do. The harder things get, the more animated you've got to be, the more you have to pull together instead of split apart. And, you know, there's some scars there that we've got to overcome. And then they get themselves together, and they get back in the game, and then they get behind, and they get back in the game. It just... it's disappointing because they've really tried to do everything we've asked them to do.
What did App State do on offense that gave defense trouble?
I think it was more us, really. You know, we didn't tackle well on one sudden change. We didn't tackle him at all. 3 guys we didn't tackle. We had guys out of position on the 3rd down and 5 or 6 where Thomas kept the ball outside. The corner was inside. He's supposed to be outside. When they bounce a play to the outside down there, corner's supposed to be outside. He's inside. So we made entirely too many mistakes ourselves.
You just mentioned the scars they have to overcome. Was that more apparent today than it was last week at Wake?
I thought that they thought they were going to win today. They were ready to play today. And then when Appalachian got back on them, they got some of this a little bit. We can't do that.
Did Sam have any of that after his turnovers today?
You know, Sam is like this. I mean, he doesn't change much emotionally, but he played so good the second half, had the one bad throw, but he played so good the second half. I think he just keeps playing. I don't think it obviously it bothers him. He understands that these things are things that get you beat, but it didn't keep him from coming back and giving his team a chance to win.
Have you seen someone that's able to elevate their game late in the fourth quarter like Sam has been able to so far in his career?
Yeah, Colt McCoy and Vince Young. They both did pretty good.
Coach, first half, 3rd downs were 2 of 8. Second half, improved to 5 and 8. Was that some of Sam's playmaking ability? 'Cause a lot of times he was thinking on his feet.
Yeah, I thought we did a better job of protecting the second half. We're because of the new players in there, we're limited in our protection, so we really have to change up some things to get what we need to get. But Sam played a much better second half, which is a credit to him and a great point for our future.
Do you think the momentum and everything positive from the first 2 wins is kind of gone now, these 2 losses?
No, because we'd be 0-4. So I love that we beat Miami, and I love that we beat South Carolina. And in fact, I thought we'd have a chance to beat these 2 and probably lose to those 2, and we ended up 2-2, which is about where I thought we'd be if we played well. We've already won as many games as we won all last year. So when you look at it, but we just got to continue to play. We beat a team that's really, really good in the Coastal. Got a pretty good one coming in next week, but now you kind of start over with everything and start looking at the Coastal and take what you've done and build off of it. And they know they can win, but again, you got to play good to win. And nobody cares about injuries. I mean, you take care of those kids and play somebody else. That's just what you do.
Knowing what's dead ahead next week, obviously, are you concerned at all about a snowballing effect?
No.
Losses sprung together?
No, we're probably lucky that we're playing the best team in the country because that'll pick our kids up and they'll know the challenge. I guess Gilmore will be out the first half, and Wolfett came out of the game, and Strobridge came out of the game, and so they didn't play much in the second half at all. So Cam Kelly's going to have to step up, and Zach Gill's going to have to step up inside, and who knows whether Heck will be able to play next week or not.
Coach, you mentioned you were telling them not to get down when things go bad. In the second half, did you notice the players leading each other to pick each other up, or were the coaches having to push a little?
Yeah, both. Coaches got down some in the first half too. I was on them. Here's adults getting down. I mean, come on, man. You're supposed to be leading. You can't get down. So it's part of the whole deal. It's got to pick up and be positive, and that's the only way you can win football games.
What do you think you've learned about your team through these first 4 games?
They're really, really good kids that want to win, and we've got to get them playing all the time instead of playing like this. And that's our job as coaches. They're trying. So we've got, even in the 2 games we won, we jump out 17-3 with Miami, and then we go down and we get back up, and then we get back down. And those are just things we got to do. I think we had the ball 89 snaps today. So if we don't have the 3 turnovers, we win the game easily. But we had them, and that's a credit to Appalachian's defense.
Coach, you mentioned that you're looking for the team to try and find an identity. What would that look like for you?
It would look like playing consistently well instead of having great plays and bad plays. We've got to just get to a point where we are who we are. It doesn't matter who we play. We play the same way every play. We don't have mental mistakes. And we were in great shape, obviously, so that's not an issue for us. But now we gotta get over this hump of being inconsistent and start playing consistently good with confidence.
Do you think the team changes how it plays depending on your opponent so far?
Well, we discussed that with Wake last week. I didn't think we played with much passion, but they were ready to play. They had a good week's practice today. It had nothing to do with them not being interested in playing.
It was another good environment today, an in-state battle. Are you in favor, or do you like the in-state out-of-conference games to get football in this state on the map, or get that excitement? Because, again, another great environment.
Yeah, I think you'd have to ask Bubba about that. Not me. I don't schedule.
What's the emphasis moving forward in practice this upcoming week?
Same thing. Try to get better at what we do. We know Clemson's got great players. They're very well coached. They play with great confidence. But we got to get better at what we do. It's really not about the teams that we've played, any of the 4. It's about us. And we probably got overexcited for the first 2 games, and I'm not going to let us get too down for the next 2 games. Like I said, 2-2 is probably ahead of what some people that were realistic thought we would be. So we just go back to work and get better each week.
We got time for one more.
Coach, the App State quarterback, Zach Thomas, he was able to escape the pocket a lot and have big running plays. Why was it so hard to contain him?
He's really good. He's quick. The 48-yard run was a killer. It's 3rd down and 7, and we don't contain. So that goes back to one of those things we're talking about. That's a coaching mistake. We've got to teach our guys to contain, and we should have tackled him in the backfield. We didn't. And then he gets out because we should have had a contained man out there, and he wasn't, because when he saw the guys tackle him, he came inside. He's got to stay outside. So those are basic fundamental things that we've got to continue to coach.